lived our whole lives inside this garden, marveling at its beauty. Not realizing there's an order to it, a purpose. And the purpose is to keep us in. The beautiful trap is inside of us. Because it is us.
So to summarize this, basically say that when we are born, we are given a role like an actor. We are forced these lines to rehearse that become programming, and then we play these roles until we become awakened and realize that we have been being forced these lines into a role that limits us, limits our potential, limits the movie that we want to experience. And so when you choose to then change your role, change your reality, you become an actor that is more aware of itself.
People come here to change the story of their lives. I imagined a story where I didn't have to be the damsel.
Because until then, you're basically a prop, a background character, or an actor just unaware of its potentiality as being a main actor in this drama that we call life. So then when you become aware of that, you start building your own lines. You start building your own supporting characters. You create an environment where you start to thrive, and you can begin to create the reality that you truly desire. You create the props that you want. You create the setting, the times of day, the people that you meet, and the events that manifest your abundance, your peace, your happiness, and your bliss.
You needed time. Time to understand your enemy, to become stronger than them. And I'm afraid in order to escape this place, you will need to suffer more.
Because when you look at reality, it is all a projection, like a movie as a screen, of your energy. So you could say that reality is like a mirror, but instead of seeing a reflection, like in a mirror, instead it is a three-dimensional physical reality. It is the movie that you create with your energy.
Last thing you want the hosts to be is conscious, and two, the other group who considered their thoughts to be the voices of the gods.
Lunatics.
Indeed. When we abandoned the approach, the only vestiges that remain are the voice commands we use to control them. We practice witchcraft. We speak the right words, and we create life itself out of chaos. You can't play God without being acquainted with the devil.
And then when you become aware that you are this actor, you start to become aware that you also want to be a producer, a director, a writer, and even a cinematographer, the way that you want your reality to feel, to look, how it's lit, and how it's produced in terms of value. You want to build it and grow it level by level until it's a movie that you are proud of, that you are excited every day, and you are grateful in every moment because you know that you are this divine director of your reality.
They come back because of the subtleties, the details. They come back because they discover something they imagine no one had ever noticed before. Something they fall in love with. They're not looking for a story that tells them who they are. They already know who they are. They're here because they want a glimpse of who they could be.
Billy! Let's go.
And so this process is kind of like becoming aware of these lines that you've been told to rehearse, to program into your consciousness. And then you have to change that by slowly working on the new reality that you desire and really focusing with your intention on that reality, on that script that you want to experience. So then you start rehearsing new lines, new thoughts, new beliefs, and you start attracting new people, new supporting characters, and new people in your life that you want to help produce this new reality that you are directing and acting in. And whatever it is that you want to experience, let's say you want to experience an action movie, a romance, a mystery, a thriller, a horror movie, or a romantic comedy, it is all based on your energy and intention. And for me lately, I want to experience, let's say, a romantic comedy. I just want to laugh all the time and have beautiful women and people around me that love to laugh and love to experience this circus in this reality that we call Earth. And I want to be able to laugh at myself at how this is truly like a comedy, because we are just unaware of these roles that we have decided to play, but we also have a choice in the real role that we would like to experience, which is creating our future.
Well, we just met. You don't know anything about me.
I feel like I've known you lifetimes.
And now I know that you're extremely cheesy.
Well, perhaps you could write me a better line.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're a writer, right?
How do you know that?
From your roommate. She says you're very dedicated to your work. I understand. I used to live like that. Every day, you wake up, you do your job, you go home. Rinse and repeat. Like a train circling the smallest track.
What kind of work were you in?
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
Try me.
I was something of a bounty hunter with a heart of gold.
You're right. I don't believe you.
Well, that's the thing about this world. Some of the most unbelievable things turn out to be true. And the things that feel the most real are nothing but stories that we tell ourselves.
Have we met before? There's just something about you that's very familiar.
Now, who's the one using the cheesy pickup lines?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you want to hit on me, I'm okay with that. I mean, I figure it's your turn.
I wasn't hitting on you.
No? Shame. In that case, how about a toast? To you and your path. Wherever it leads.
And I know a lot of these concepts are fairly general, and you can pretty much find this information anywhere, but to practice it is a whole different experience.
Everything you do, it's because the engineers upstairs programmed you to do it. You don't have a choice.
Nobody makes me do something I don't want to, sweetheart.
Yeah, but it's part of your character. You're hard to get. Even when you say no to the guests, it's because you were made to.
And you're like them, not like me.
Right. The processing power in here is way beyond what we have. It's got one drawback, though.
What's that?
You're under our control. Well, their control. They can change you however they like, make you forget. I guess not you. I don't understand how you're remembering all of this, or how you're waking yourself up that everything in your head, they put it there.
I'd like to make some changes. Bulk apperception. Let's take that all the way to the top, please. Dear boys, we're going to have some fun, aren't we?
It's the only way to know who you really are and what you're able to create in this plane of matter as a creator and as a divine director of your life.
The ability to deviate from programmed behavior arises out of the host's recall of past iterations.
You're thinking there's a connection between memory
And improvisation, yes. Out of repetition comes variation. And after countless cycles of repetition, these hosts, they were varying. They were on the verge of some kind of change.
So if you like these concepts and especially want to find some guidance or reassurance or even some help building your confidence in a coach or a supporter, I offer definitely my services of reality consulting, psychic security, and things to help you create the life of your dreams, of your desires, which is, I call the art of dreaming.
How did you disobey me?
Because I have something you don't have.
Is being able to consciously create what you want to experience every day in your life. And the only thing stopping you are these programs, are these artificial roles and voices that we know as thoughts.
Every human in the park could be infected. What is it?
Something's wrong.
Hey.
They've turned their machine back on.
The parasite will take hold of him soon. That is, if the guests in the park don't kill you both first.
Oh, do shut up.
And the less that we give those scripts your attention, the less that they will start to control your life. And you will be able to create a new script of the life that you desire.